Now, Taylor Cunningham died in September. It took nearly 8 months before his autopsy came back, giving investigators the evidence they wanted in order to make an arrest. Our Riley Livingston takes a look at why it can take patience to make a good case. She joins us live in the studio.
Joey, sometimes during an investigation, the evidence all lines up, but in other cases, it takes time for the puzzle pieces to fall into place. That's what happened in Pickens County.
You know, it's frustrating to everybody to have to wait, but it's important and it's appropriate and it's necessary, and that's what we do.
District Attorney Andrew Hamlin says the case of Taylor Cunningham's death is different than most. It required time and waiting for autopsy results before making an arrest.
It was different from the standpoint of it just took some time to get the forensic analysis back, as well as the autopsy back from the Department of Forensic Sciences. Those are things that in an investigation like this, we have to have back in order to piece together what happened.
Hamlin says while it's important to be persistent in pursuing a case, it's also important to not get ahead of the evidence. Investigators also have to keep their emotions in check to get the job done right.
You have to set those feelings aside, and you have to look at the facts and the evidence, and you follow it. And I feel like that the arrest of Mr. Forte is the first step at bringing him to justice. It's an emotional case. It's an emotional investigation just by virtue of the people involved and the age of the child and the injuries and the life that child was subjected to during the final days of his life. But you have to set that aside and do your job.
Even with the arrest of Markevius Forte, Hamlin says closure may be elusive.
I don't necessarily believe in closure because a wound like this never heals. You've got a 4-year-old that's died, that's passed away in circumstances like this. So for me and for this office, bringing this person to justice is absolutely tantamount, is paramount that we do that. If it provides some degree of healing for this child's loved ones, and I absolutely want to do that.
District Attorney Hamlin says the next step is bringing Forte to court.